Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Me First Mornings. I am your host and energy alchemist, Patricia Ribeiro-Wolfson, and I am here to motivate and inspire you to create a daily routine that helps you, number one, calibrate and elevate your energy, number two, connect with your inner guidance, and number three, navigate challenges with ease and grace. So today we are going to talk about trust, and it is Fun Friday. So we're not going to talk about it too much, but we are going to ask the oracle how we can let things go in order to trust or surrender or release, right? We talk about that a lot here on this show, about just trusting the process, about letting things go, about surrendering to our spiritual support team, right? We talk about that. Well, this is part of the practice. We have to figure out, okay, how can we actually trust? How can we actually surrender? How can we actually just let go of all expectations? And it's really, really hard to do that because, we are sort of raised in a society that teaches us to go and do things and take action and all these things. And that's wonderful. And we do need to do that because there has to be a balance, right? A balance of action and a balance of stasis, a balance of relaxing or allowing things to happen, just like in nature, right? Nature shows us with the seasons. There's times when you rest. There's times when there's harvest. There's times when you have to work for that harvest. This is no different. But it's really hard to let things go, right? And I talk about in the description today, ooh, still getting over that cough. Hello. Hi, Anne. Hi, nice to see you. So, I talk about, if you ever feel like you're barely holding it together, I feel like so many of us are just barely holding on. And something has to give, but you don't really know what exactly. And there's so many things that need your attention, and you need to make these important decisions, or you need to take action, or you feel the pressure to take action. But the weight of the potential consequences of your decision prevents you from doing anything, right? And so it's times like these where I usually encourage people to trust in the space, right? Don't take action unless you're clear, and I know a lot of people will differ with me in this, but I'm really about, I don't want to fight resistance. I don't think we should fight resistance. If we're feeling resistant, if we're feeling unclear, any action that we're taking brings that unclear energy with it. And so it's much better for us to sort of just stay in inquiry then take action, or even just surrender, right? But how do you do it? You have an important thing happening. You need to make a decision. You're putting pressure on yourself, but you just can't make a decision or come up with a solution from that energetic space. So you kind of need to let it go. But how do we do that? Good morning, Mom. Morning, Dad. It's nice to have my family on here, right? So how do we release those expectations? How do we release that surrender? Well, we're going to ask the oracle cards today. We're going to ask for anybody who's here and that wants me to pull an oracle card, just drop a little star emoji in the comments and I will pull a card for you. And we're going to ask that question for you. What is it that you need to know in order to release your expectations and step into trust and surrender, right? That's what we're going to ask today. All right. But in the meantime, the first thing we're going to do is our morning routine. So please join me in lighting your candle. Good morning, Linda. Hi. Aw, my bestie's here. All right. Here we go. Lit the candle. Sip of tea. Yes, this morning is tea, not coffee. It's actually not tea, it's lemon water. Just trying something. It's nice. Okay, so now let's put on our essential oils. Here we go. I actually put on makeup for you guys today. I hope you appreciate that. Yeah, okay. So we put on our essential oil. That's where I put my essential oils. I like to put it in my hair for it to smell good. I definitely like to smell my hands because we want to connect that scent with that stasis, right? We want to connect that scent with neutrality. So anytime something that's causing us frustration, anger, anxiety, any kind of stress, we want to be able to like grab the essential oil that we use during this morning routine, smell it, and hopefully even just a little bit shift our energy. Anything we can do to shift our energy is what I want to help you do with this practice, okay? All right, so now we're going to take 3 deep breaths. I'm definitely going to cough during these deep breaths, but okay, no worries. We're going to do this together. I'm going to grab my crystal spheres. You're going to plant your feet just well planted on the ground. I want you to feel your connection to the earth. I want you to feel fully supported by Mother Nature, okay? And just feel that connection. And then I want you to feel that energy of creation, the energy of growth, just entering from the bottom of your feet and just filling your body with that beautiful energy of growth, of evolution, of progress. At the same time, I want you to just imagine you open up the top of your head and allow that liquid sunshine to pour in. So you have that warm, comforting Mother Nature feeling at the bottom, and you have that beautiful sun energy, that powerful energy from the top that's going to fill you with healing light. That is healing light that's going to fill your entire body, permeate every single cell, and help you dissipate and just get rid of any stuck, stagnant, or dense energy. And when we exhale, we're releasing anything that doesn't serve us. Okay, let's do that together now. Deep breath. We're going to do count to 5 in, hold for 5, and then release for 10. And this is going to help us get to a neutral state. It's going to help us bring us to a place where we can connect with that inner guidance because we're going to be in that grounded, centered place. Okay? So here we go. Deep breath in for 5. Hold for 5. And release for 10. Okay. Okay, let's try another breath. Deep breath in for 5, hold for 5, and then release for 10. And hold. And release. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to do it one last time and let's make this count. We are bringing in that healing energy. We are allowing Mother Nature to cradle us in her safety and feel supported by the earth. We are going to just take in that breath, releasing anything that doesn't serve us with our exhale, allowing that healing energy to fill our body and to keep us warm and protected all day. And hold for 5. And release for 10. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for joining me for that. Okay, let's do a little stretching to continue what we need to continue. There we go. All right. We want to stretch out any tension. We want to release any tension, any stuckness in our muscles, in our body. We want to release that energy that doesn't belong and allow it to leave our body and be transmuted into something beneficial for the planet. We let Mother Nature and our spiritual support team take care of that. All we need to do is stretch and release and intend that we are releasing with those stretches. You may need to breathe a little bit more into parts that may be a little bit more uncomfortable, where you're feeling discomfort or pain. Remember, pain is pay attention inside now. So if you have pain, that means energetically it has gone from your energetic field in and manifested into the physical. So you need to pay attention to it because there's no other warnings. It's already in the physical space. You need to take care of it in the physical space, right? Those are symptoms that we receive. That is when we have to take care of things physically, medically, emotionally, spiritually, okay? All of those things, once it's in the physical, it needs more attention from us. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to shake it out. Shake, 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 shake. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. All right, so now we're going to set our intentions with a prayer, the same one that I usually say. If you have your own spiritual or religious prayer that you would like to say at this moment, feel free to do that for yourself. Otherwise, I will set the intention for us collectively. And I want you to just keep in mind what your GPS word is. If you don't know what your GPS word is, or you don't know what I'm talking about, then I recommend that you go to the description, and I have a link in there. I have a free guide. It's a quick reference guide, and it gives you all the things you need to know about this show. It's just 5 pages. It's easy. And the kinds of things that I include there, of course, excuse me, is how to calibrate your energy, the Me First Mornings ritual, a quick GPS guide activity, the daily ABCs, and your simple guide to manage stress. So with your quick GPS activity, it's just to get you some sort of word, some connection to what you want most, what you want to feel the most, right? So you can think about it. What do I want to feel the most today? Peaceful, happy, abundant, productive, connected, supported. Whatever that word is for you, we're going to bring that into the forefront, and we're going to try to embody it all day. And now we're going to ask our spiritual support team to help us embody that. All right, here we go. Divine Mother, Infinite Father, Creator, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and all beings of 100% pure white light, allow me to be a clear and open channel of your light and love without hesitation or ego. May the highest vibration of infinite consciousness connect with my higher self and release any and all things that no longer serve me. I ask that Saint Germain and his infinitely powerful violet flame burn away the things that no longer serve myself or humanity and hold us back from our divine existence. Help us to embody our intentions for the day and help us raise the collective vibration for the highest and greatest good of all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, and so it is. Woot, woot. All right, now let's get right into it, shall we? Good morning, Susie. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so how do we let it go? How do we let these things go? Oh, before I start pulling the cards, I'm going to use the Kyle Gray deck today because I think it's important that we ask the keepers of the light what we need to do to let go and surrender. And what I like about this deck, not just that we'll find out what we need to do, but I like that what shows up often is the keeper of the light that is with you during this time. And I think that that's really important. So I like that. So we're going to use that today. But I just want to let you guys know, anybody who's local, and I haven't posted it yet, but anybody who's local, we do have another Moon Yoga Circle happening. So I'm very, very excited. It is on Eventbrite. I should probably get the link. I will do that and post it so that you guys can see, because I want to give you the link. So hold on, I do have it here. Where is the link? All right, I got it. Okay, so I'm going to post the link right here. It's really easy because, let's see, if I put on captions, yes, boom. Huh? Is it this one? Okay, I'm going to have to put it in the comments because it's too long. Hi, I'm back. Okay, it's too long, but it's Wednesday, December 7th, between 7 and 9. Okay, so if you're interested, reach out to me privately. I'll put it in the I'll put the information in the comments today, okay? What a pleasant show for you guys to watch me cough all day. Okay. I'm dedicated to my show. Cough or not, we're doing this. But for this part, I'm going to have to put my glasses on because I'm going to have to read the cards. All right. Who wants me to pull them a card? Because what we're going to ask is this question. What do you need to know in order to release your expectations and step into trust and surrender? Right? Because that's a hard thing to do, to step into trust, to step into trust and surrender. It's it is a very challenging thing to do. So, you may need some support. You may need to know, like, how do I do that? How do I let it go? How do I trust, right? And I can understand that being in any situation, any challenging situation, when you have things going on in your life and you're really struggling, or you feel like you keep being handed, just a bad hand, right? Like a bad deck. You're just like, I don't know what's happening here. Why do things keep happening like this? I don't know how much more I can take of this. Any one of those things. I find that, and I had this thought yesterday, and this is like really a thought that I had that I wanted to share with you guys. Sometimes we find ourselves like, stopping ourselves from doing things. Maybe you find yourself like, I'm not going to do this because you don't want to upset that person. You don't want to offend this person. You don't want to step on anybody's toes. And you're like constantly looking out for all of these things outside of you and completely ignoring and neglecting that little person inside of you that wants to be seen, that wants to be heard, that wants things to turn around and change, right? But how can things turn around and change if you're always like holding on to things and not moving forward or not making decisions because of fear, right? If you're not making decisions because of fear, you can't connect. It's really hard to connect with that GPS word unless your GPS word is fear, which I really doubt it is. It's really hard, and it really affects your energy. So I want to find out what the cards have to say. Nobody specific has asked for a card pull, although I'm sure there's a few people here who would like me to pull their cards. Just drop a star emoji in the chat. But in the meantime, I'm just going to pull a card and let you guys know what the collective needs to trust and surrender. I wonder what the guides have to say about that. What does the collective need to trust and surrender? Let's see. Excuse me. All right. I love this. Okay, here we go. Freya. Phases and cycles. I love her. And look. It's a full moon. Okay, full moon next Wednesday, right? So what does the collective need? It says phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. This is such an appropriate card because this is what we're talking about and what I mean when I say we're holding on to all these things. We're holding on and trying to act in a certain way and be a certain way. And it's not because you're trying to pretend or be fake. You're trying to belong in society. You're trying to do all the things that you've been told that you have to do. You're trying to take care of your obligations, right? And you're trying to do them in the way that you've been taught. You're trying to show up in the way that you've been trained to show up, right? In the way that we've been shown, right? Work hard, show up, take action, and things will happen, right? But then nothing happens. Nothing happens. And we're like, I do all the things and I'm completely overwhelmed and I don't see anything working out for me, right? Well, here is what the first message is from the oracle is everything in phases and cycles. So the first thing is you have to release the expectation of the things that you want working out in this moment exactly as you see it. You need to release that expectation. And I know that's what this is all about. How do you release it? Is that keep in mind that everything is a phase. Everything is part of a cycle. And so if you are going through a really rough period in your life right now, that rough period eventually will end and a better period will come. Just like winter ends and eventually spring comes. It's so important. It's so important that you keep that in mind. Okay? All right, so Susie, you said you want a card. Oh, another thing before I put this card away, it says illusions are revealed and released. Well, here's one of the things that we need to understand, right? And you need to ask yourself in terms of illusions, when you're really looking at your life and the things that are on your plate, and this is also in relation to yesterday's topic about boundaries and protecting your energy, is you have to ask yourself, am I doing this for me or am I doing this for someone else? Is it because I am expected to do this by my family, my friends, my society, right? Or am I doing this for me? Is this choice or the things that I'm doing and how I am conducting my life, am I doing that for me and my family's well-being? Or am I doing that to try and fit in? Am I doing that because I'm afraid to not do it any other way or to do it any other way? And that's the first question I think you need to ask yourself. Okay. Susie, I'm going to pull your card for you now. Mom, not asking for a card today as Portugal is about to play. Oh my goodness, Portugal's about to play? Well, that. And of course you're out, of course, as you should be. Oh my God, guys, I have to tell you, I went to the Portuguese store here in Mineola because I happened to go to Mineola yesterday, and that's where they have like Portuguese places here in Long Island, and I bought some small for the kids and I brought it home and they went ballistic. They haven't had small in over a year since we were in Toronto. So let's just say it was a happy day. I think after everybody being sick and feeling like garbage for so long, it was very well received, very well received. For the Portuguese people that are watching, small was... you guys know small, I don't have to explain. But for the non-Portuguese people, small is like sort of like an orange, well, it's just like a soda drink, kind of. It's like there's an orange, there's pineapple, there's passion fruit. Anyway, pineapple is my favorite. I usually get orange and pineapple for the kids. Hi, Dad. Yes, I am feeling a little bit better. I think today is the first day I didn't have a fever. I still have a cough, but that's okay. All right, Susie, let's find out, what do you need to do in order to release your expectations and to trust and surrender? Oh, I love this card for you. Here we go. Mother Mary. I love that Mother Mary came up for you. So we know Mother Mary, right? The Virgin Mary, from Catholic faith. And the card is love and peace. And it says here, the message is, let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. And I really love that. And I think there's so many layers of mother healing that needs to happen, both individually for people and I think collectively as well, where we need to heal and come to terms with being mothers. And I think this is true for you, sort of your experience as a mother, whatever expectations you may have had of yourself as a mother, but also in being mothered, in being taken care of. If there's any, there's always this heaviness around caretaking as a mother, and even being able to receive care as a mother, right? It's important for you to be able to receive care, to allow people to take care of you when you need to be taken care of as well. And for you to allow yourself time to rest and heal. And I love that love and peace comes up here because it is all about love and peace. So what is it that you need to do for yourself to bring more love and peace, or embody more love and peace in your life? Because as you focus on the love and the peace, you're going to then see how easily it is to trust, right? Because you're going to put your faith in love, right? And if you need support with that, that's why I use these cards. You ask Mother Mary for support, because that's what she does. Sorry, I have like a little piece on my chin. What Mother Mary does is she gives you love and peace. She helps provide that for you. She helps you find it. She helps activate that in you. And so if you are lacking for whatever reason, especially the peace part, I think in general, women, and Susie, I know you're a very warm and loving person. And so we don't usually lack in the love department, as moms, as women. That's a huge generalization, but I'm talking to you now, Susie, and we'll say mothers like us, right? But in the peace part, I think there's a really big piece that's missing, and that is peace. Peace is the piece that's missing, right? It's that being able to connect with that peace, being able to rest, being able to allow yourself time to just sit in silence and allow yourself to get the messages from Spirit, from God, from whatever spiritual connection you have. Those messages are there and available for you so that you can learn to lean in and trust a little bit more. But it requires peace. It requires connection, and it requires real introspection, right? And real time for you to just not even think. It's not something, you can't think your way through this. I'm going to think that I'm going to trust more. This is something that will happen automatically once you connect with that part of yourself where you feel the peace. Because if you are able to feel the peace and know that if you release your expectations, if you put your trust in God, and if you're able to surrender your concerns and simply just focus on the things that are within your control, the things that you can do for yourself, and the things that, like I said, that you do have control over. And if you just do what you can and do your best with that, then that shifts things a little bit. And you're able to release that expectation and put your trust and faith in Mother Mary and in God, who's looking out for you during this time. There we go. I love that. Okay, if nobody else wants a card pulled, I guess we're done with Fun Friday today. That's cool. No biggie. So I just want to remind you guys to please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, right? My YouTube channel is on YouTube, of course, at Me First Morning. So please go ahead and ding that notification bell. I'm here, unless, of course, I'm sick. I'm here every morning from at 9:30 from Monday to Friday. Here for you. We're going to do some fun stuff. I think I'm going to introduce some new things next week. We'll see how it goes. I really hope you guys have a great weekend. I wish you all the best, and go Portugal. That's for today. Thank you, Susie. Thank you so much. I hope that helped. Feel free to reach out anytime. I love you. I love you all. Have a wonderful weekend.